Hi everybody, this is Lily. I'm here to talk about the Beehive Desktop platform. I'm going to do a little bit of a demo. I'll show you how to install on Mac and then poke around and show you how to use the encrypted chat feature. So stay tuned. And we start off by going to SmartCash.cc, and as you can see here, it's right on the desktop, easy to download, or right on the home page, easy to download for the desktop. See here, Beehive Desktop, similar to Electrum, but uses the Smart Node network. That way it doesn't require synchronization and is censorship resistant and decentralized. So I'll go ahead and click download. Now, the purpose of the Beehive Desktop is it's basically like an easy-to-use suite for people to get into using SmartCash, since SmartCash activates smart wards and super wards and all of those things without really knowing much about the SmartCash ecosystem. This is also how you access the encrypted chat feature, which is new to SmartCash. So you basically just go to wherever you downloaded the Beehive Desktop and click Open. In a minute, it will open up. Mac likes to check these things before you download them. Then this will come up. This is, for anyone that's familiar with Mac, just how you install applications. Drag and drop and wait for it to copy. Well, my hunch is that I'm going to have to give permission for this because I had to give permission for the Node wallet, and Mac asks for pretty much anything that they're not like providing themselves. So we'll wait for this to finish installing. Okay, then we would probably go in here, and there it is, there's a Beehive Desktop. A little bit here. Gotta wait for it to open. It's gonna take a minute to open up, and it's probably gonna ask me for special permission to do so. So in preparation for that, I'm just gonna go open System Preferences. Here we have it saying it cannot be opened because it cannot be verified. This is where you come in here to the security and privacy part of the Mac. And this, we can click here. Type in password. And when you click cancel, it shows up here, and that's where you can click open anyway. And that's how you get into it. Cannot verify, we will be overriding, which that's fine. And here we go. It starts off and you are able to create your Beehive Desktop wallet. It's giving several options for how to do the private key, mnemonic, You can get a new random mnemonic phrase and a password. You want to confirm that you have stored the mnemonic phrase and password, and the next screen will allow you to save the unencrypted backup file. This needs to be saved on a USB drive, not your computer somewhere, just in case your computer fails in some way. I'm going to pause the recording and save this myself so I can get into the wallet, but I'm not going to do it while you guys are watching. Here we are in the Beehive, and it's asking me to save the backup. Go ahead and just click save, and then should something happen to your computer, so long as you have that saved somewhere not on your computer, you'll be fine. You'll be able to back it up very easily with that. So this is probably, in my opinion, the most visually attractive way to send and receive SmartCash. It's also a really easy way to activate rewards. It tells you exactly how much you'll make with how much you put in and what to expect for smart nodes. And you can do all of that through the Hive, the BeeHive platform. You can also see your transactions. But here is what we came to see today, is chat. This is one of the few cryptocurrencies I know that's actually utilizing an on-blockchain chat solution. So this is a solution now that things like Keybase has been bought by, I think, Zoom, and Telegram has always been a government honeypot, and there are also a lot of people getting banned from Discord these days, especially people talking about pedophile sex trafficking rings. A lot of those people are okay, I lost my train of thought temporarily, but a lot of those people are being banned from using chat services, Facebook services. Also, there's a huge question of security. With this feature, with SmartCash blockchain, it kind of aims to deal with that a little bit. So you put in the password that you made when you saved your key. And it'll bring up the chat page. Hi, so we're back. I want to start this little part because there's actually several weeks of time, mostly because I took longer to make this video than it took to fix the problem. I'll be clear on that. But it took a while to be able to finish this video, basically because for me, on the Mac distribution that I was using, it just wasn't working. I tried uploading or updating to Big Sur, and it broke my computer, so I got chatting with some of the SmartCash developers that work on this particular project, and basically within 2 days they had a working version for Catalina. So it definitely works on Mac OS Catalina now. I can confirm that. So I'll show you the chat feature a little bit. I have a chat address for somebody else on the team known as Simply. So when you click this initially, it's going to ask you to log in and use the same password that you used when you made the Beehive wallet / install to begin with. It has you make a password. That's what you use to get into the chat. If you get like a perpetual loading thing here that just never goes away and you don't see start chat or refresh, contact SmartCash and they will help you figure out what's maybe going wrong in the installation, or they can just straight up make changes to fix the problem if there is a problem like there was with the distro that I was using. So you have to actually invite somebody to start a chat first. So I click invite after putting in her address that she shared with me. Not enough funds. So apparently it requires about this much smart. So I'm going to take the time to get some SmartCash into this wallet, and then we will go from there. So I will finish this later. Well, I'm back in the wallet, and now I've got 20 SmartCash. So I'm going to put in my password into this and open the chat wallet. I have this address saved here, the one that I had mentioned earlier, that's Simply. The way this works, to be truly encrypted, you have to invite that person. So I'm sending this invite. And now I think I just have to wait to see if she accepts it. You might have to do it a second time. If it doesn't show up here saying that it hasn't been accepted yet, then you need to essentially try again. If it doesn't work, contact SmartCash, because this is a new platform constantly changing to accommodate for variation in people's systems, because that's something you can never really account for before you release any software, is how it's going to deal with everybody's system. So I'm going to wait here for this chat to be accepted from Simply, and then once it is, I'll be able to show you how it actually works. So until next time. Here we are back in Beehive, and we'll log into the chat. Should have a message here waiting for me. And I do, look, there's a chat, and now we have an encrypted chat medium. So I'll send a message back. It costs 0.006 of one SmartCash. And there I go. That's encrypted messaging on the blockchain, which is pretty cool, all considered. It was not necessarily a straightforward process for me specifically, because I was basically testing it for Catalina, but at this point there is now definitely a working OS for Catalina. Cat has decided to make an appearance. So if you're running pretty much any version of Catalina, give it a try. If it doesn't work, go into the Discord and reach out and let people know what's going on, and somebody will help get it working for you. Within 24 hours of me really getting them to understand what the problem was for me, they kind of had a solution out for me to try, and it worked. It was just as simple as reinstalling Beehive, or technically updating it, but installing a new version of it. So that's all I have for this tutorial. Stay tuned for the next one, which will be about term rewards and the fact that the limits for that have been dropped.